My parents saw that I couldn't find a wife, just drugged me and threw me into the clubhouse. Unexpectedly, I met a sympathetic woman. The two coincided like this and couldn't hold it anymore. In order not to be slapped to death by the beautiful woman who woke up, I chose to run away. It's been 5 years since this run. I'm sleeping on a park bench right now. A little girl came over and patted me. Take me to the vending machine. Big watery eyes. Ask me why things don't fall. Let me help. I just stuck my head out. The vending machine shows that the face recognition is successful. The little girl is ecstatic like a lively elf. Then she told me her name is Xiaoyun. 3-year-old loves to drink happy water. I feel a little lost when I hear the age. But why did you see this child? I have an urge to protect. Little Yun doesn't seem afraid of running, while drinking happy water, while asking, can you be my daddy for a day? Hearing these two words, my heartstrings I gently plucked, curiously asked why. Where's your dad? Xiaoyun felt wronged and said that I don't have a father. The teacher wants to invite the parents. What about your mother? MOM is so fierce I ran away from home, but I can give you $200. Xiaoyun looks so cute and pitiful. Directly evoked my strong desire to protect, so I took him back to my little shop. In my deep sleep, I watched the little cloud. My thoughts gradually diverged. It would be great if this was really my child. I also don't know that beautiful aunt who was so cloudy and rainy back then. Will you also give birth to such a lovely child for me? At this moment, at the airport on the other side, Xia Tianming just got off the plane. His assistant followed behind and reported that Miss Xia Xiaoyun ran away from home again. Xia Tianming is not worried, just a joke. This stinking girl asked again with a fond face. Is the school asking parents again? The assistant nodded. Yes, Miss Xia. And the little princess has found a way to play daddy. This time soon. Found in less than 1 hour. Xia Tianming's astonishment flashed away. This girl is getting better. Then the assistant handed the phone to Xia Tianming. Xia Tianming stopped abruptly. That's exactly what I look like in the photo. Remember that night 5 years ago? Xia Tianming's face was blushing. The assistant saw something was wrong and asked Sister Xia in a low voice. She's a delivery guy. Do you know her? Xia Tianming came back to her senses and knew more than just acquaintance. It's just a candid meeting and an in-depth exchange. The madness of that night still has a long aftertaste. The damn guy was tossing him all night. As a result, the physical education class is over. This guy just disappeared, and he was paralyzed for a day. Barely able to leave. The assistant passed Xia Tianming's expression. Seems to have guessed something. Xia Tianming nodded and said yes. He is Xiao Yangkuai's biological father, Yao Shi. Guessing that the assistant couldn't hide the shocked expression. Xia Tianming quickly recovered her position, gathered all his information, and handed it over to me. The assistant quickly agreed. Then I asked Sister Xia, what about tomorrow's parent meeting? Xia Tian had a dream and wanted to say, let him go this time. Let him see the gods he planted. The child finished speaking. Xia Tianming's face became more and more rosy. Can't help but quicken the pace. The assistant behind me was confused. Shouldn't Xia Tianming be angry? Shouldn't there be severe revenge? After all, in his opinion, that man is a heartless man. Scum who plays with other people's feelings. But now look at the future. How do you feel like a shy little girl? Unlike the usual high-handed and domineering, even the somewhat violent President Iceberg is completely different. In order not to let Xiao Yangcha lose his biological father, the assistant still asked that sentence, Miss Xia, are you angry now? Xia Tianming paused and answered impatiently. What do you think? How could Xia Tianming not be angry? He was a college student. I don't know how many times I've been stared at, although he doesn't want a baby. But with my mother. Tried 3 tires without success. Finally, can only give up resistance, but then something even more outrageous happened. Not only did I succeed in sowing seeds, I also got in a jar. He was fully pregnant for 1.5 years before giving birth to Xiaoyun. If it weren't for Xiaoyun's special kawaii, especially like my mother, it is estimated that she will not live today, and Xia Tianming will never forget that night of distress. The supreme treasure who suddenly appeared on the colorful, auspicious clouds. Back to the car. Xia Tianming just took a big order. I could finally go home and rest and reward myself. Start the car. Xia Tianming looked out of the car. I said to myself that if you are really nice to Xiaoyun, I don't mind if Xiaoyun likes you too. Inside the small dilapidated house of the rental house, casual group of women sleeping soundly. I have an itchy feeling in my chest. Open your eyes. It turned out that Xiaoyun was lying on my body drooling. I gently wake him up. Little Yun coquettishly turned her head to her father on the other side. Let me sleep a little longer. The other side of the chest started to drool again. Look at this cute little girl. I am inexplicably satisfied. Ever since I heard Xiao Yangkuai's first voice so father's unnatural enjoyment so far, I have undergone a qualitative transformation. As for Xiao Yangkuai's call from the very beginning, I have reason to doubt. This little girl must have done such things a lot. There are several moments. I really regard Xiaoyun as my daughter. Whether he wets the bed or drools all over, I can't even feel disgusted. Instead, enjoy it. I checked the time and decided to sleep a little longer. But when I opened my eyes again, the little cloud is no longer on me. I sat up abruptly and looked around anxiously. Suddenly, I heard the sound of running water from the bathroom. I rushed over and slammed open the door. I saw the little Cloud peeping. With poor eyesight, he covered himself with his hands and shouted, "Dad!" Peek at me shyly peeing. I quickly closed the door and said I was also in a hurry. After a while, little Cloud came out wrapped in my towel. "Dad, what should I do if I have no clothes to wear? And Daddy, don't peek at me next time." I was taken aback. This little devil is really smart. The bedwetting thing is nothing but a hat on me. One word makes me feel guilty. I have reason to suspect that he has been torn apart. I'll take you to buy it later. Okay, thanks, Dad. Little Cloud smiles sweetly, and I clearly saw a cloud flashing in his eyes. Then he urged me to wash up quickly. Otherwise, I won't be able to go to kindergarten in time. When I thought of myself as just Xiaoyan's temporary father, inexplicably lost in my heart. Once today's cameo is done, maybe I have nothing to do with Xiaoyan. Finished washing. I wanted to take a taxi to the international kindergarten. Let Xiaoyan wash his body. As a result, because I bought clothes, I resolutely gave up and came to the little electric donkey. Anyway, don't care so much if it's a cameo. Small Cloud, seeing the little e-donkey, was not as disappointing as I expected, but very excited to jump on the little e-donkey. It's like discovering a new continent. Stars come out of the eyes to ask for warmth. Shall we take this to school today? I nodded helplessly and said, let's just let it go. The money you gave has been used up. The little girl shook her head with a bright smile. Not will. Do anything with Dad. The little guy cheered and touched excitedly. Blowing natural wind. Hugged Daddy's waist. It is the beautiful scene that Xiaoyan has always imagined. After riding my little electric donkey, little clouds are in a state of excitement. Open your hands to imitate the little swallow. The mouth is still humming and constantly making cute dubbing. This warm scene attracted many people's attention. After a while, we arrived at the kindergarten, but I was stopped at the door. The security requires the permission of the class teacher to enter. But how do I know who the head teacher is? Just when I was confronting the security gate, Xiaoyan stepped forward and spoke out a number smoothly. I frowned. Why did I feel like I was being played? I asked if you remember the teacher's phone number. Why can't I remember my mother's phone number? Is MOM so fierce? Little Yunkai speaks with confidence, but dare not look me in the eyes. 2.5 minutes later, one with a ponytail, becoming younger kindergarten teachers, walked out of kindergarten. Excuse me, but are you Xi Young's father? I was taken aback. Xiao Yunkai didn't tell me his name. Xiaoyan is afraid of being exposed, quickly stood up and said, Mr. Lin. He is my father. Lin Xiaoming looked at me suspiciously. Then I asked Xiaoyan, what is your father's name? Little Yunkai was also dumbfounded. Jijiwa couldn't speak. He didn't expect the teacher to ask such a question. I smiled and said hello. Mr. Lin, my name is Chunyi. Nice to meet you. Teacher Lin asked suspiciously after hearing this. Your surname is Chun. Why is Xiaoyan named Xia? See me again. Xiao Yunkai said again that because her mother's name is Xia Qianming. My eyes lit up, and I added that following my mother's surname. I love my wife very much. After a series of battles of wits and courage, temporary women successfully deceived. The two breathed a sigh of relief. But the next second I'm stupid. Did Lin Xiaoming actually want to call and ask Xia Qian directly? The little girl and I were dumbfounded, unanimously looking at the little e-donkey. Xiao Yun is afraid of her mother spanking, and I'm afraid of lawsuits. Isn't it suicidal to sue a rich man? Just when I wanted to run away, the result was unexpected. After a brief communication, Lin Xiaoming looked at me and Xiaoyan with regret. Mr. Chen, please forgive me. I'm dumbfounded. Xiaoyan's mother actually agreed. This woman has a big heart. No wonder Xiaoyan wants to run away from home. At this time, Xiaoyan asked with a guilty conscience, did MOM really agree? Lin Xiaoming wondered, shouldn't mother agree? Should be. Teacher, let's go in quickly. Little Cloud showing a cute smiling face. Quickly dragged me in. After a while, Xiaoyan and I were taken to the meeting room. I thought only Xiaoyan was invited in. When I entered the door, I found that the room was full of people. My appearance immediately aroused some commotion from some parents. It's not embarrassing if you really have a face. A middle-aged woman. It's just a scolding at me. And the child in his arms has a bruised nose and a swollen face. When he saw the little Cloud, he was frightened and hid directly behind the woman. Parents of other children with painted faces for this also began to criticize and dance together. At this time, in the office of the president of Qianming Financial Company, Xia Qianming looked at the table full of documents. Feeling slack for the first time, he picked up his phone and watched the video sent to him by his assistant. In the video, the little Cloud is happy like an elf. Xia Qian's dream is fascinated, unconsciously. The madness of that night 5 years ago came to mind again. Zhenyi's handsome appearance. Fierce and domineering offensive. Every time he thinks about it, it makes him blush and his heart beat. He didn't blame Zhenyi for everything. He was drugged that night. Even without me, there would be other men. And he still vaguely remembers. He was the one who launched the offensive first. Clinging to Zhenyi like an octopus. Oh, shame on me. Xia Qianming's mother didn't dare to think about the hot, pretty face. Suddenly, the door of the office was opened. The assistant wanted to hand over the file, but I saw Xia Qianming's red-hot face. What's the situation? Assistants are stunned. President Bingshan, who has always been aloof and domineering. Why are you blushing by yourself? Is the president in Sikan? Xia Qian had a dream and immediately replied to calm down and cough. The doctor said to bring the documents. Xia Qianming looked down at the file and looked calm. Little dear bumping in my heart. It's embarrassing. These files are all about me. The assistant has been doing everything for me for 5 years. It's all clear. Xia Qianming was a little puzzled why it was only 5 years. The assistant also has this doubt. Everything about me is fake. And Xia Qianming is looking at me. Nympho. The assistant was speechless for a while. What happened between Xia Qianming and me? He does not know, but he can be sure. I must have served Xia Qianming very comfortably. The assistant kindly persuaded Miss Xia. From my point of view, this Junyi is a personal Jabai. After Xia Qianming listened, said that he is Xiao Yangkai's biological father. The assistant looked at Xia Qianming's sharp eyes. Cold sweat. Xia Qianming tapped the files on the desktop rhythmically. Look at the assistant and say, I don't care what he's done before. As long as he treats Xiaoyan well, I can accept him. The assistant can only follow the original plan. Let Xiaoyan and I continue to get along for a while. Then he took the file and turned away. But this time in the kindergarten, I was criticized by a group of parents. The child does not teach, the father too. Seeing his father like this must not be a good man. Otherwise, why would his daughter form a gang? I looked at the little cloud in surprise. Xiaoyan acted very aggrieved. Teardrops in the eye sockets. I'm going to get angry when I see this scene. Unexpectedly, someone took the lead. You are not allowed to say that Xiao Yangkai has the ability to attack me. A little fat man stood up and said angrily. His parents just gave him a headshot. Then a few more children stood up. Speak for little cloud. As expected, all of them were rubbed on the ground by their parents. The scene got out of control. As the head teacher, Lin Xiaoming could only go forward to comfort each other. This strange scene really surprised me. How the hell did my 3-year-old fake girl do it? Teacher Lin Xiaoming calmed down a lot of bad emotions. Excited parents finally calmed down. Little Yun's tears kept rolling in his eyes. Just won't fall. Anyone who looks at that appearance will be a little distracted. At this time, the little fat man swore that little cloud. Don't worry, it's me who hit the guy. It has nothing to do with you. Boom, little fatty's father gave him another blow. Then smiled at me. I scratched my head. I don't want to understand. Is it because you are so handsome? But it's okay for the matriarch to laugh. Parents, why are you on fire? I had a cold war, it was so fucking scary. I have long heard that women have special hobbies. It won't really be as good as Long Yang, right? At this time, Lin Xiaoming was sitting in the leadership position. With a serious expression, he said that since everyone is here, let's fix it. A noble lady with sharp teeth and thin lips said immediately, I tell you, if Lin Xiaoming doesn't give me an explanation today, we can't finish it. Liu's mother is not forgiving. It's just a scolding. He even said that the teacher had an affair with me and my parents. Look at each other with disgust. I took a look and couldn't help but burst out laughing. Liu's mother slammed the table. What do you mean? Lin Xiaoming frowned. Liu's mother, this is the school. Please respect yourself. Liu's mother completely let it go. Why should I be self-respecting? Did you have an affair with him? You look like a dog. I didn't expect Lin Xiaoming to be angry. Trembling. But he also knows. Liu's father is a respectable adult in Bayan City. I have no right to scold Liu's mother at all. Otherwise the parent will end. He has to make a coffin for himself. Just when everyone dares to be angry but dare not speak, little Yun stood up. You are not allowed to speak ill of teacher Lin. You bad woman. He stood up with tears in his eyes. The stubborn appearance is quite heroic. I looked at the little cloud with some surprise. It's been 10 minutes. Why is this little girl's tears still rolling in her eyes? This should be a technical job, right? It's against you, right? Liu's mother doesn't care if the other party is an adult or a child. Spitting shit. Xiao Yangkai was very scared, but he just didn't back down. The tears in my eyes just won't fall. Ugly and smelly mouth. This is the kind of guy my daddy told me. As soon as I said that, everyone's eyes turned to me. What's the situation? Did this little girl do it on purpose or by accident? How to let the blame on me? I don't care. Liu's mother stared at me with fierce eyes. The upper beam is not straight, and the lower beam is crooked. Your dad is not a good thing either. Wearing trash on such a formal occasion. I can see that there is no parent to teach. Without saying a word, I just slapped it up. Loud sound resounds throughout the conference room. Fan's Liu's mother sat directly on the ground. Xiaoyan stepped on his eyes and pretended to be a little star. That is so amazing. Liu's mother shook her head. It took me a long time to recover. Stand up and bluntly say that her husband will never let go. Lin Xiaoming watched from the side to relieve her anger. But being a teacher can only pretend to be unhappy. Little cloud father. This is a school. How can you hit someone? I answered with a smile. I'm sorry, sir. I just apologize to this lady. Liu's mother's classical Chinese is more unscrupulous. Will not accept. Apologize for getting me out of gratitude history from now on. And I walked up to her. Raise your hand, and there is another crisp sound. The lady. Can you sit down and listen to the teacher? Liu's mother still wants to breathe out the fragrance. Then I saw that I raised my hand again. Hurry up and sit down obediently without saying a word. The other parents give thumbs up. This little cloud's father is too boring. And Xiao Yangkai's eyes are staring. Pidin ran to me and sat down. Make up your mind. He will be my biological father from now on, with my domineering shock. The meeting room is completely quiet. Lin Xiaoming nodded to me to express my thanks. Call everyone this time. It is hoped that everyone can turn hostility into friendship. I also hope that next time something like this will not happen again. Talking about Ying blew everyone's eyes. They all looked at Liu's mother in unison. He wants to talk back, but there is a plague god sitting next to him. He can only swallow his breath. I am the first to agree. The rest of the parents also joined in. Liu's mother doesn't speak. It's not easy for parents who are in the same camp as him to express their opinions first. I turned and stared at Liu's mother, raised hands in protest. Liu's mother shivered with fright. It's okay to watch this time, and I'll see you next time. Lin Xiaoming nodded in satisfaction. So, Mother Liu, you don't want to pursue it anymore. Don't pursue it. Liu's mother gritted her teeth and said, she holds a grudge and doesn't want to stay here for a moment. Shortly after the meeting, when all parents leave, Lin Xiaoming left me and tell me the reason why Xiaoyan fights. Little Yangkai hasn't had a dad to pick her up since she went to school. So Liu and the other children always say that little Cloud has no father. Lin Xiaoming expressed that she wanted me to pick up Xiaoyan more often. I really want to tell Lin Xiaoming, little Cloud is not my real child. Maybe we won't meet again after today. Little Yangkai is about to show her stuff. Hurry up and make up for it. Miss Lin. Dad has promised me that he will come to pick me up often in the future. Lin Xiaoming is happy to be here. That's great. Mr. Chen, you are such a good father. I was speechless for a while. Little Yun kept squeezing the door at me to fall asleep. Remind me that the Kamiya mission isn't done yet. I have no choice but to compromise. Saying goodbye to Lin Xiaoming, I feel a little down. Xiaoyan took me all the way to the depths of the school. When I realized it, I had reached the back door of the school. I looked at him in surprise. Xiaoyan's front door is so tight. Why do we go through the back door? I am afraid my mother is in ambush at the main gate. Little Yun looks around like a thief. After confirming that no one is there, we quickly leave the school. On the way, I curiously ask Xiaoyun, how did he manage to get those little boys to fight for him? Little Cloud looking around, while saying that my mother taught me to examine the situation. Develop teamwork. I understand both words, but I don't know how to use it in fighting. Dare to ask the heroine how to cooperate with Shen's duo's development team. Xiaoyan stepped on his eyes and turned around. Smiled, then Dad invited me to eat ice cream. I'll tell Dad, okay? Curiosity didn't just kill the cat, it cost money. There just happens to be an ice cream window not far away. This girl must have seen the ice cream. It's just the opening conditions. After a while, I bought ice cream. Hand to Little Cloud. Little Cloud sticks out its tongue, licking ice cream. Very cute, like a kitten. His mother never let him eat ice cream. After Xiaoyan's explanation, I just learned that his mother often takes him to meetings. Although I don't know why, but for sure. Xiaoyan's self-ignorance. It's all thanks to his mother. He's only 3 years old now. It's going to be 30 years old. I'm afraid by then, the whole Bind City will be his team alone. Look at the little girl who continues to enjoy the delicious food. My mood plummeted. The parent meeting is over. My time as a woman with Xiaoyan is coming to an end. Sigh. I dragged Xiaoyan to the battery car storage place. Suddenly, Xiaoyan stopped and looked at me. The expression has lost the joy just now. I was worried and asked what was wrong. Little Cloud, are you sick from eating too much? Xiaoyan shook her head and stopped talking. Look over my shoulder. Show expectant eyes that you can be like a real lad. Back me. I straightened up when I heard this. An inexplicable pain in the heart. Little Yun's expectant yet timid eyes deeply tormented me. Just a small request. He said so carefully. This is still the point of view. The baby genius of the development team. Can you, Dad? Melting ice cream streaks across small clouds. Dripping on the ground. The greedy little Yangkai didn't pay attention. A pair of eyes no longer wise, only longing. I can't bear to watch. Shake your head. I don't know how to be a real dad. The tears of classical Chinese Little Cloud are rolling in the eye sockets. This time I couldn't control it, all slipped down. I quickly squatted down and smiled deeply, but I can carry you on my back. Little Cloud opened his eyes wide. Ethereal eyes are shining, then gave me a sweet seal. Instantly melt my heart. Tianming Financial Company President's office. XIA Tianming sat on the office chair tiredly. The assistant made him a cup of coffee again. XIA Tianming murmured, I don't know how Xiaoyan is doing now. The assistant smiled and said, Miss XI, do you want me to take Xiaoyan back now? Don't want. Let his father enjoy the deep sea he planted. The assistant had a weird expression and said, Miss XI, I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed. Put the phone. Handed it up. XIA Tianming was taken aback. Mobile phones not only have photos about small clouds and video, they were all taken by professional paparazzi-level bodyguards. XIA Tianming's expression is getting weirder and weirder. These two really deserve to be biological. All pictures are very impactful. XIA Tianming went berserk. This little heartless man betrayed so easily. The assistant asked Miss XIA, how about I go pick up Xiaoyan back? XIA Tianming refused. said to see what tricks the two of them can play. Outside by an international kindergarten, Xiaoyun raised her head and looked at me seriously. Naughty, you will be my father for the rest of my life, okay? I quickly refused to say no. Your 200 yuans has been overdrawn. Little Yun held back tears in his eyes. Cute and pitiful, I scratched his little nose and did it again. Who did you learn from your consummate crying? Little Cloud puts away tears, eyes are rolling around. Proud dad. I'll tell you a secret, my MOM is super beautiful. I'm a mess. I laughed and said no wonder Xiaoyun is so beautiful. The little cloud lies beside my ear. Mysterious way. I can help you chase my beautiful mother. I shake my head. Go on to the little e-donkey. Xiaoyun hurriedly said that my mother is not only beautiful, super rich. Are you going to let me have a soft meal? No, I don't want to be a keyboard warrior. Riding on the little electric donkey, the little cloud also wants to climb. Rejected on the spot. Looked at the time. Xiaoyun's mother should not come until the afternoon. I immediately called Lin Xiaoming. Let him take Xiaoyun back to kindergarten. Xiaoyun frowned and looked badly. I feel uncomfortable being looked at by him. Criticize the world of adults. Children do not understand. Xiao Yongkai asked Dad, can I help you pursue Teacher Lin? We are mature.